So I debated whether or not I want to be transparent with my pricing for you guys. I decided to go ahead and show you how I price these things. It's necessary to make this video unless I go in and I change everything back to the original pricing and then go in and adjust everything again. So the last video I uploaded was called "When Are You Ready to Start Charging Photography?" Check it out if you haven't. It's a good video. Seemed a lot of people liked it. I got a lot of direct messages. I shared that on both Facebook and Instagram, and in some of the groups on Facebook I'm a member of, and people said, hey, I don't even know how to begin starting to sell my photos online. Where do I upload them to? How do I do it? So I figured today I would show you guys my process. So first things first. I use a photo album provided by my website provider. I happen to use Wix. I have a buddy who's a photographer who uses Squarespace, and he says that it's very similar to what I have here with Wix. So yesterday I wanted to test out some different lighting techniques. I wanted to test out lighting my backdrop and just some different ways to organize my lights and bounce and stuff like that. So I grabbed my daughter, and she was my model for me yesterday. So Lightroom is where we're gonna start. So I 5-starred my favorite photos from yesterday. I've already edited them, and we'll go over that in another video. So I'm gonna go ahead and export those. So export settings will be a topic of another video. If you guys wanna see me do that video, just comment down below, and if I get enough comments, I'll make it quicker, sooner rather than later. So when you sign up for Wix, this is kind of your landing page. This is your home base. This is all the inner workings of your website. And I got this box down here because there's information under there I don't want to share with you guys. But for today, we're gonna click over here on the dashboard where it says photo albums. Now these are all the albums I currently have uploaded. Some of them are shared, some of them are not. You can go to bobandlizshow.com and you can actually see, if you go into the photography tab, the albums that I do have shared. The reason I have albums that are not shared on here is because this is also how I deliver photos to my clients. Again, a topic for another video. If you want me to go over how to deliver photos to your clients, comment down below, and I will also make that video sooner rather than later. So we want to click on New Album. Now when you click on New Album, Wix gives you a few different options. And you can kind of, gives you a little preview. You know, your classic style, minimal style, modern, which I've never used modern, I don't believe, timeless, and formal. I really like the way timeless looks. That's what I use 9 times out of 10. So when I click on the timeless, just go right down here to the bottom to next. You have masonry, which is kind of offset bricks, grid, which is even bricks or blocks, collage, which is a hodgepodge of different sizes, slider, you get the idea, you can scroll through. And you have strip, which you can just scroll up and down and have them there. I like the way collage looks, and Wix actually does a great job of picking what photos it's going to make, what size in the collage. Don't know how it does it, but it usually turns out very well. So let's check collage. So here you can have your logo or business name up top. I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to text. I just like the way the name looks. The logos look kind of noisy up there to me, and it looks like photography was spelled wrong, so correct that. Now we're going to click next. And let's just call this Ava backdrop and lighting test. And you can put the date, of course. We took that yesterday, so let's go July 12th, 2021. Let's upload our media. Got all 5 of them right here. Gives us a little preview here. And we can already see there's a couple things I'm gonna wanna change. First one is let's find the cover that we want to use. So let's just go, you can go to change cover or you can go to manage media. I like to go to manage media. Click view cover there and it should be able to populate this with the photo and we'll see how it looks. That's a little bit better. I'm not gonna be able to get her head in there just because of the size of the photos. So let's go back to manage media. Now, I like to use my title and description as a way to kind of game the SEO. So if I were doing, say, cars or landscape, you really want to be at the top of that SEO list. So let's say we were doing a landscape shot from my hometown here, Enumclaw. I would title everything Enumclaw landscape. I'm not big on titling my photos like black and white 60-year-old man. No, none of that stuff. It's just not my thing. If you are, not judging you, keep doing your thing. But I use this strictly for SEO. So I will put Enumclaw landscape, if I was doing Enumclaw landscape, in the description and the title. So that's on this website as much as possible. Here, what we can do is we can go Ava background test. And then I would take that and I would copy and paste that in the title and description. So if anyone goes to Google and types for photos of Ava background test, I would want this to be at the top. I'm not gonna leave this album published, so good luck. You're not gonna be able to find it, but that's the point in using the title and the description and filling those out with the same thing over and over and over and over again. If you got 60 photos and you're doing Enumclaw landscape shots, that's 120 title, and that's a 60 title, 60 description of Enumclaw landscape shots that are gonna get dumped into the SEO, and hopefully that helps you rise to the top. And from here you can set different covers, you can move them around however you want them to appear in the actual album, you can delete from here. These are all your options for the actual photos. So let's go ahead and click done there. Now let's go to how you sell these photos online. I'm gonna go ahead and enable the store. I'm gonna give them my watermark. So now my watermark will show on these, and the only way to remove my watermark is to purchase the photos. You can see it right down there in the corner. It can change the size, the location. I want to discourage people from downloading my photos without paying for them, but I also don't want it to ruin the photo. In my personal opinion, having it down one of the corners is a happy medium. Some people plaster it right over the middle, to each their own. It's your photo, whatever you want to do with it, do your thing. You can even change the opacity here. I'm gonna bring mine up a little bit so you can actually see it. And here you can actually see how the watermarks are on the photos. I've actually ordered from this store before, so I know the quality. I do recommend going in and purchasing several of the products to see how true to your photos the products actually are. But I actually recommend ordering various sizes so you can see how your photos are when they're blown up, be it buying a poster or a canvas print or a standard print. Just order a bunch of stuff from the store so you can see the kind of products that you're actually giving your customers. So again, I'm actually just covering up information here I don't want you guys to have. So I debated whether or not I want to be transparent with my pricing for you guys. I decided to go ahead and show you how I price these things. It's necessary to make this video unless I go in and I change everything back to the original pricing and then go in and adjust everything again. So let's take a look at canvas wraps. All my experience, my time, my effort, my equipment, setting up and maintaining this website, everything I've done in my life that has allowed me to get to the point where I can take that photo, edit that photo, share that photo, goes into this. When you see this pricing here, I want it to reflect that. So, you start at a 6" by 6" canvas print. $14 is a base price. I want $42 in profit on that. The retail price is $56. Let's bump up to a 32 by 16. $56 is base price. That's what we pay for it. I want $168 in profit. That's what goes to me in that 32 by 16" canvas wrap. That means that $224 has to be paid for that, which I think is a very reasonable price. You can go all the way up. I mean, 60 by 40 here, $128 base price. I want $384 if someone buys that, so they're paying $512 for that. 60 by 40 is massive. And in here, they have everything, art posters, so more reasonably priced, right? So you're literally just buying a poster at this point. So if you go to a 20 by 10, $18 base price, I wanna make 18 bucks on that. You can get a 20 by 10 poster of that photo for only 36 bucks. You got ceramic mugs, phone cases, t-shirts, metal prints, pillows, acrylic prints, digital images. I sell a ton of digital images. So I go out to an event and I just take photos of that event and I come back and upload them. Someone sees a photo from that event that they want, they can actually hop in here. A standard license, just a digital download with no watermark, is 25 bucks. Base price is $2. I make 23 bucks. Again, all my experience, all my gear, maintaining this website, everything that I've put into actually capturing that photo, I need to be compensated for. 23 bucks for someone to download and have a digital, high quality, unwatermarked version of that photo that they can do whatever they want with. I figured 25 bucks is a fair price. All right, camera died there. I don't know where we left off, but it'll be interesting once I get into editing. So, once I have my pricing figured out, I go through and I figure out what's fair and what I want to make on each of the products. I go ahead and I click save. Business info has been saved. I'm going to go back to my albums. I'm going to manage this album. Go into customize. And then I'm going to click publish. So once that album publishes, let's go to my website here. I'm gonna click on photography. You can set up your website however you want, of course. And there is the album that I just published along with all my other albums. Now let's go ahead and click on this album. So when you go into the album, view photos, this is set up exactly how we set it up. That's gonna take us into the album where we can actually see the photos. Now, if I'm a client, and these photos were taken, and I want to buy products, I can click on each photo, and over on the right-hand side, it's actually going to show me all the items I can buy. I want to buy a canvas wrap. I want it to be pretty good sized. Let's go to 24 by 18, non-framed, just canvas. You can do it with the mirrored edges. It's 184 bucks. White edges, 184 bucks. Black edges, 184 bucks. I want to get it framed. Of course, I'm going to be adding more money to frame that. It's really that easy. Even if it's just an event. If I go back here, it's a Northwest C10s. It's a car show we had here in town. I sold some photos from this. It's an event. People hop on here. They find their truck. They find a photo of them, a truck they liked, just some art for a wall that they want to have. Say they want to have this, hang it up in their office. Maybe they're a Chevy dealer. Pop in here, frame print, 103 bucks. Metal starting from 103 bucks. Metal print starting from 85 bucks. Maybe they want to have a canvas wrap, decent size. Let's go 30 by 24. Have the canvas mirrored edges here, 272 bucks, be delivered right to them. I don't have to do anything but upload the photo and set the pricing. Hey everybody, so I am sitting here editing the video, how do you start selling your photos online, or where to start selling your photos online, whatever I decide to title it. And I realized I left out an important part, and that is giving you guys a formula you can use to actually start pricing your products. Now, there is a couple different opinions on this, but the general consensus that I've seen from photographers online, in groups, in chats, photographers I know in person, is you want to be 3 to 5 times the cost of your product. So 300 to 500% is how you would make that in the Wix app that I showed you here in the video. So that is, if you're selling a coffee mug and the coffee mug costs you $2.50, you want to charge $7.50 for that. That is 3 times the cost. And you could just do the math to get up from there. But 3 to 5 times the cost is a pretty fair price from everything that I've seen, and you know, in my opinion. Now, there are exceptions to that rule. There are some things where I charge 100% for it. If it's a novelty item, I'm not expecting someone to pay $500 for a throw pillow with a picture on it. So use your best judgment, but 300 to 500%, 3 to 5 times the cost, that's a good starting point. You guys take it from there. So that's it. That's how I sell my photos online. Works out really well. I'll go over how I price my sessions in another video. I will also go over how I export photos to upload to the website to give to clients. I'll go over how I deliver them to the clients. If you like this kind of stuff, if you like those kind of topics, you should go ahead and like and subscribe. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I will be going over all of these topics in the very near future. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.